lovelies, my name is Ashley. Welcome to Books and Nerdy Things. If you couldn't tell by the title of this video, I'm back. It's been a hot minute since I have been on YouTube, since I have filmed anything or talked about books, because life was kind of crazy, and I'm going to go over why I've been gone so long. But I'm back, and I'm really excited to be back. Please excuse the nasally voice and the fact that I sound like a dying whale, because New Jersey is really bad with allergy season right now. And even though I take allergy medication on a daily basis, I take my Allegra every night before I go to bed. And normally that is enough to keep my allergies from trying to kill me. Right now, I don't know, for whatever reason, allergy season has kicked it into high gear and my allergies are trying to murder me. I sound horrible. But we're just gonna ignore the fact that I feel horrible, because I want to get back to this. And I didn't want to wait to film until I felt better. So, I'm back. If you can hear my dog whining, please also excuse her being a big baby, because when I film I have to lock myself in a different room, because this is the only room that's suitable for filming and for my bookshelves. And I can't allow her in this room because this is the only room in the house that she pees in. And I don't feel like dealing with that right now. And I have a lot of stuff I have to clean up in this room, so if she pees, it's going to go all over the place. Anyway, this is a really long intro. So moving on. I'm back! If you couldn't tell by the title of this video, this is me just kind of telling you guys that I'm back and going over some of the changes that I've made in my life and to this YouTube channel. My dog is going crazy out there. It's like she can hear me talking in here, so she knows I'm in here. And she's not in here, which upsets her. But I can't let her in here. Anyway, moving on. I know I said, I was gonna be back, and I filmed a few videos, and then I disappeared again. Going into why I disappeared, I just graduated from college in May. Yay, I'm a college graduate. Whoop-de-doo. If you didn't know, I was going to Fairleigh Dickinson University in Madison, New Jersey, studying English education. So I now have a degree in teaching secondary English education. When I say English, I mean like English literature. Feasibly, if I'm correct, I could teach like English as a second language for ESL students, though that is not what I want to do. But I have a bachelor's in English and American literature and a master's in secondary education for English language and literature. So I graduated with my bachelor's in May of 2016, and I just graduated with my master's in May last month. And part of FDU's education program is a 5-year master program, which is why I have my master's right now, and I haven't been in school for a million years. They have a 5-year master program. It's called the Quest program, and it's great. The education department at FDU is fantastic. I highly recommend if anyone's looking to go into education as a major and you live in New Jersey. If you live out of state, it's a little more difficult, although still recommendable, because you have to get your certification in New Jersey and then apply for your certification in whatever state you are planning on actually teaching in. But great program, I loved it. I'm glad to finally be finished, but as part of their teaching program, you do a field experience, which is where you go and sit in a classroom and observe every winter for your first 4 years. And then your 5th year, which is your graduate year, you do student teaching, which is 1 semester of being in an actual classroom and being the teacher. Next year, I believe they're changing it to a full 2 semesters of student teaching, so I lucked out and managed to just get in under the old system. But this semester, my spring and final semester of college, I not only had to take 2 classes to go along with student teaching, but I also, not to go along with student teaching, but I had 1 online class and 1 class that actually went with student teaching. And I did student teaching, which I was in, a high school setting every day, Monday through Friday, from school start at 7:20 to 2:30 in the afternoon. Not to mention I'm also still working at the hotel that I work at, because you don't get paid for student teaching. It's an unpaid internship, essentially. As much as FDU prepares you for teaching, it doesn't really prepare you for the amount of work that goes into teaching. I always knew teaching was a full-time job and that it would require a lot of outside of work. I mean, you have to take papers, things home to grade, you have to create lesson plans, handouts, do research on teaching, things like that. I always knew it was a lot of work, but I don't think I quite grasped how much work I would actually have to be doing outside of actual student teaching. So when I went into student teaching, I was like, oh, I'll have time to film and everything, on top of having other homework to do for other classes, on top of having to work a second job because I'm not getting paid, and I live with my fiance and we have to pay rent still. And it was a great experience. I absolutely loved it, and it just reinforced the idea that I definitely want to teach. Although if I won the lottery and I didn't need to teach to make a living, I probably would not, just because it is so time consuming. But that doesn't look like it's ever going to happen, so I'm teaching. I don't have a job yet. I am applying for jobs, and I will hopefully have found a teaching job come September so I can teach next year, but I am done with school now. I'm done with student teaching. I am getting back into reading because for these last 3 months that I was student teaching, I didn't have time to read for fun anymore. I didn't have time to read on my own, which is another reason why I dropped out of booktube, because I wasn't reading, therefore I had nothing to talk about. But I finished college. I graduated. My GPA kind of sucks. But you know what? College was hard, and I'm kind of glad it's over. I will not miss my campus. I will not miss classes. I will not miss having homework. I do plan on going back to school in a couple of years, probably like 3-4 years into teaching, when I'm hopefully tenured and am comfortable teaching and have a schedule and a steady way of doing things. And I mean, it's always good to go back and learn more. So I figure in a couple years, when I have a chance to actually miss college, I'll probably go back. But for now, I am done with college. So yay. After college ended, life was still a little crazy. My fiance and I took a vacation at the very end of May into June, just last week, where we went to see his mother in Florida because his mom lives in Boca Raton. And we went to see her for a week. We stayed with her for a couple days, and then she took us to Orlando. We went to Disney World and Diagon Alley, of Harry Potter World in Universal Studios, which I will have a big Harry Potter / Disney haul coming up soon. I'm really excited for. I'm really happy to be back. I have missed talking about books. I haven't even been watching BookTube because I felt guilty that I wasn't reading, that I wasn't filming videos, I wasn't on BookTube. So I haven't even been watching BookTube because I didn't want to know about books that other people were reading because I was not reading. So, but I'm back, and I feel fantastic about it. So I, just want to talk about some of the changes that are kind of going on. I've made some changes to my YouTube channel. One of the most notable changes, if you haven't noticed, is I changed my name. I used to be a little book nerd, but I've changed it to Books and Nerdy Things because I am going to be talking about things that are not just book related on my channel. And coming back, I knew I wanted to talk mostly about books, so this is, again, it's still going to be like 90% a book channel because that's going to be most of my content. But I also want to have the opportunity to talk about other things. I'm also a very big video gaming nerd. I love video games, and that's something I want to bring into my channel. Along with book reviews, I'll be doing video game reviews maybe. Talk about more of, video game related things. So, it's going to be like 90% books and 10% like other random things. I also just got some makeup related stuff in that I might haul on here if I feel like it. I don't know, I just felt like I'm kind of rebooting my channel, rebooting myself as a book person and a YouTuber, and I wanted a new name to kind of reflect the reboot that's kind of going on. That being said, I'm also restarting my book blog. So along with my BookTube channel here, I'm also going to be starting a book blog to go kind of hand in hand, side by side with this. It'll be under the same name, Books and Nerdy Things. It's a self-hosted WordPress blog, and it's not up and running just yet. I still have a lot to do to get it up and running. I think officially it's launched because WordPress decided to launch it itself, but it's not actually there. It's launched, but there are no posts or anything. So, once it's up and running, I will tell you guys, and I'll leave links to it below, but it's not really up and running yet. But I'll pretty much be talking about the same things I talk about here. I might have some blog-specific posts that don't translate well into videos, as well as having videos that I won't blog about because some things translate better into videos than blog posts and vice versa. But I will have a book blog up and running as well. So I encourage you guys when it's running to check it out if you're interested. That being said, I will also be redoing my new to booktube tags, the booktube newbie tag and the new to booktube tag created by Between Chapters. Because, as I said, I'm kind of rebooting. I'm at a different place in my life than I was a year ago when I originally made those tags. So I'll probably be taking those down and redoing them shortly. So getting back into booktube, I plan on doing twice a week videos on Tuesdays and Fridays. I have also lowered my Goodreads goal for the year from 50 books to 40 because knowing that I'm going to be teaching next year, I am under the assumption that I will be reading quite a bit less in terms of books. So most of my reading will probably get done this summer. I might lower that even more before the end of the year, depending on my teaching situation and how crazy that is for next year. I do plan on doing more book reviews and more tags. I know I disappeared, so I haven't been reviewing anything, and I probably won't review anything for a couple more books, just so I can get back into things. So I'll be doing more book reviews and more tags, hopefully. I'm really excited to just get back into making content, talking about books, talking about what I want to read, and interacting with you guys. Yeah, I think that's about everything I want to talk about as far as changes I made in my life and changes I'm making to my booktube channel. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to leave a comment below. I'm really excited to be back and to be interacting with you guys, so please don't forget to subscribe. Again, I will be making twice weekly videos on Tuesdays and Fridays, so you'll be seeing quite a bit more of me as we go on. And don't forget to subscribe below and turn on the little bell for notifications so you can get notified when I post videos on Tuesdays and Fridays. But I will see you guys in the next video, which will probably be some kind of haul or a tag or something. I have a lot of stuff planned for the next couple weeks going on, but I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!